Welcome to the Guidewire Studio installation guide. We'll take this step by step, so you don't accidentally turn your computer into an expensive paperweight. First, we'll look at the installation process, followed by system requirements and prerequisites. Then we dive into configurations, and finally, we'll wrap it up with final setup details. Stay with me. It's easier than assembling IKEA furniture, I promise. I'm Emma Grace, an IAM expert with 10+ years of hands-on experience designing and deploying identity solutions that scale. I specialize in helping organizations implement secure, user-friendly access controls that reduce risk, meet compliance, and support growth without adding complexity. Let's start with the basics. What is Guidewire Studio? Think of it as the Swiss Army knife for developers working with Guidewire applications. It's packed with functionalities to make your life easier. We'll also see why it's a must-have tool and give you a sneak peek into the installation process. Buckle up, because this is where the magic begins. Before we dive in, let's make sure your system isn't running on ancient hardware. Guidewire Studio demands a certain level of power, so we'll cover the minimum requirements, supported operating systems, memory, and storage needs. And yes, a reliable internet connection is key, unless you want to experience the joys of staring at a loading screen for hours. No good installation happens without the right ingredients. We need some software prerequisites, like JDK and Apache Ant, to make sure Guidewire Studio runs smoothly. Think of it as baking a cake. You wouldn't forget the flour, right? Let's check off these dependencies before we move forward. All right, folks, first things first. Let's make sure our system is actually ready to run Guidewire Studio. It's like checking if you have all your ingredients before cooking dinner. Ensure your machine meets the requirements, confirm dependencies, and double-check those pesky environment variables. Then, of course, a little command magic to confirm everything is in place. Now that installation is sorted, it's time to fine-tune Guidewire Studio. Think of it like adjusting your chair before a long drive. Set up your workspace, define your configurations, and tweak preferences to make things smooth. Finally, make sure everything checks out before diving into development. Let's press the big Start button. Launch Guidewire Studio, load your configurations, and keep an eye out for errors. Nobody wants a crash before the race even begins. If everything goes well, your workspace should be good to go. Bumps in the road are inevitable, but don't worry. We've got a roadmap. Identify common issues, scan the logs like a detective, apply fixes, and test again. Troubleshooting is an art, and you're about to become the Michelangelo of debugging. Debugging is like solving a mystery, except the culprit is usually misplaced code. Enable debugging, set those breakpoints, start the server, and comb through logs. With enough patience, you'll unravel the mystery and get your server running like a well-oiled machine. Welcome to Mission Control. The Guidewire console is your dashboard for monitoring system health, tweaking settings, and performing admin tasks. Think of it as the cockpit of your software. Everything you need is right at your fingertips. We're in the final stretch. Confirm everything is running smoothly, make last-minute adjustments, back up your configurations, because future you will thank you, and document the setup details. A little effort now will save a lot of headache later. And that's a wrap. We've covered installation, configuration, troubleshooting, and debugging. Now the real adventure begins, exploring advanced configurations and continuously improving your setup. Stay curious, keep optimizing, and happy coding. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.